The ICO and Launchpad market is one of the most sought after and attractive spaces in the crypto markets where people are looking for big gains across the board. The problem is there's so much scams and rug pulls and pump and dumps involved in that entire sector, it's very difficult to navigate it. Introducing vetter.ai, which is actually trying to solve that problem by implementing a really cool crowdsourced ICO analytics app with scouts that are in there that are actually looking for the best projects. And they also have a brand new Launchpad coming out, which is going to be a community-based voting system to only bring in the top projects that are looking like they're having a clear path to revenue and not just another pump and dump scam. Let's look into it right now. If you're looking for the next 100x crypto project to buy into, you have come to the right place. My name is Fous, and I have been a professional day trader for nearly 20 years. I deposited $20,000 into an account, and in just over a year, it's now worth nearly $2 million. On this channel, I'm going to present to you the best altcoins to buy, such as getting into Mana before it ripped 595%, getting into Dogecoin before it ran 15,000%. So if you want to hear about all the best trade opportunities first, hit that subscribe button, and more importantly, turn on the notifications bell so you can get these time-sensitive trade ideas immediately when my new videos go live. All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Again, this is not financial advice, just me running my mouth about some things that I see on the interwebs. And today, what I see is vetter.ai. And it's actually a pretty cool system and project that they're trying to build. It's actually an entire ecosystem. It's quite complex. I'm gonna try to break this down as simply as possible for you right now. But at the end of the day, you know, I've seen so many of these stupid ICOs that have come out like freaking Cum Rocket and Elon Sperm and everyone trying to FOMO into these, trying to make money off them. It's really just stupid. People do it over and over again. I don't know why. So at least Vetter is trying to sift through all the BS when it comes to that with several different things that they're trying to build inside of their ecosystem. Skylabs is the new vetted launchpad that's actually dropping. The actual ICO is coming up within 5 days as of right now. And today is August 16th. So coming up very, very soon, I'm going to go into details behind what's going on with that. Launchpads are very, very popular, and Skylabs is going to be a community-based voting system where only the projects that get voted in are judged and vetted by the community of the Vetter community, and then they get pushed onto the Launchpad and then are produced in an ICO launch. And if you're staking the VSL token, of which they're launching the VSL token in 5 days, you do get a guaranteed allocation to that launch. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But what I want to show you right now is to kind of give the Vetter ecosystem a little bit more backbone based on something they've already done and already created, and it already has users and they're already working with it right now. And that's the CrowdX dApp. That is basically an ICO analytics platform and almost like a social media platform. And also the Vetter token was already launched October of last year and had a huge gainer, and it sustained those prices for quite some time for people getting in and having the ability to get out if they wanted to lock in quick gains. Obviously, I'm a day trader, so I'm always looking to lock in quick gains. I'm not an investor holding things for long term, but there was plenty of opportunity to get out for huge gains if you participated in the Vetter token sale, which was actually in October of 2021. It's now come down, and now it's actually just risen to 300% in just the last month alone. Obviously, people are getting a little bit more hyped up about the actual upcoming Launchpad. In anticipation of that, we've seen a huge run on the Vetter token. This is dextools.io looking at it, which also has a 99 out of 99 Dex tool score on here, project reliability score based on these certain things that are inside of the DEX tool ecosystem. So cool to see that price is actually fluctuating to the upside here and actually looking very bullish again for the Vetter token, which is from the CrowdX dApp. So basically what this is a system where anybody can become a scout on this system, and you can go through all the top ICO projects and pick which ones you think are going to be the best. And then you can see on here, there's actually a ranking system, which is going to show on the calendar all of the upcoming projects, and then it'll show which scouts are finding the best ones and think they're going to be the next best project. And then as these scouts continually pick these projects, they then get ranked, and based on the color that they have on their username is going to show you and tell you if they are a vetted scout that has a past performance of good picks that sustained prices on ICOs and not just another pump and dump. And it's an actual vetting system to try to find the next best ICO based on the scouts that are in there that are making the top plays and top potential upcoming ICOs. And so in order to do that, all you have to do is hold a certain amount of the Vetter token, and you can, based on how much you hold, you get access to either tier 0 or upwards of tier 4, which is going to show you all the different features you're going to get for holding 500,000 plus of the Vetter token, of which at the current price of 0.0078 is about $3,500 USDT to get access to the top tier of the Vetter, but you only need to hold 0 to 999 to get access to some of the basic stuff inside of the Vetter platform. So they've already had a successful product launch. They've already had a successful ICO with some big gains across the board. And now they're coming back again with their second token launch, which is the Skylabs VSL token, which the presale launches on August 21st at 3 p.m. EST and will be followed by the release of 2 flagship launchpads. The Skylab launchpad gives VSL stakers allocations in the top tier projects, demonstrating strong fundamentals and a clear path to revenue. That is a key aspect here, right? There's so many projects in the market of crypto right now that have some weird tech or fucking idea that looks cool, but none of them make money, which means they're eventually going to run out of cash to actually fund the project going forward. So Vetter's Launchpad, based on the community voting system as well, is only going to do launchpads where they have a vetted process of looking at these projects and say, okay, does this project actually look like they have some sort of business model where they can actually produce revenue and actually see some sort of sustainability as a longer term investment, not just some stupid pump and dump? That's basically the whole concept behind what they're looking to do at Vetter, hence the name Vetter. They're trying to find vetted companies where they can actually provide good opportunities to people who want to participate in ICOs. As I know, there's so much hype and everything around ICOs because you can get in at such a low price. That's when you see 100 to 300x gains across the board. When some of these ICOs, people get into the ICO at the ICO price, and then you see it launch and it just goes gangbusters. And the only way to get in is to participate in a launchpad. And so that's basically what Skylabs is attempting to do with the new Skylabs Launchpad and the VSL token, is give people the ability to get into vetted projects that are looking like they're gonna be a sound project and not just another pump and dump scam or rug pull. Obviously, people do make mistakes. There could be some bad actors and, you know, shit happens in the market, which is why you should only use money that you can afford to lose. But the concept of what they're trying to build here makes sense, and it's better than nothing at all across the board, as most launchpads are, you know, just launching stuff that looks cool, but they're not, are they actually vetting it and looking like this could be a revenue generating project? I don't know. At least that's what Vetter is trying to do with the Skylabs Launchpad. So they're going to have 2 launchpads. One is a VIP launchpad, which if you stake the VSL token, you're going to get guaranteed allocation. And then there's the open launchpad, which is kind of the decentralized standard launchpad where it's kind of a first come, first serve. Anybody can list their project there. Then Vetter Scouts can sift through projects launching at VSale and share their top picks on the CrowdX app, right? So you can see how all of this ecosystem is tying together. You get the CrowdX decentralized app, which is basically a lot of people trying to find the next best ICO coming out and all the analytics and track record behind that. And then the VIP Launchpad, which is basically going to be a community-based voting system to only bring in the top vetted projects voted in by the actual Vetter community. Overall, it's actually a really cool project. In addition to that, guys, for the tokenomics, there is a revenue share model coming in for the buy and sell transactions of the VSL token for people staking the VSL token up until they actually get listed on a centralized exchange, right? Because this is a decentralized ICO launch for this token, but up until they actually get listed on a centralized exchange, of which I do believe they are in talks of that. They are going to be doing a big revenue share to people staking the token and giving back to the community based on that. So overall, you guys, this is, you know, when it comes to the concept of what they're trying to accomplish, I do think this is a winning system. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, but they do have the VSL token launch coming up on August 21st at 3 p.m. EST. Go to vetter.ai/Skylabs. And this is the BSC contract address. If you want to participate in that, again, not financial advice. What you do with your money is on your own. Never use money you can't afford to lose. But looking at the previous ICO launch of the Vetter token, this is their secondary launch, could see some type of similar gains. We don't know until it actually happens. But overall, what they're trying to accomplish, I do think is cool. I think it is something that could be useful and valuable to the crypto community, especially for those without any knowledge and they're dumping money into Cum Rocket and Elon Sperm hoping to get rich. It's stupid. At least this is giving people a little bit better of an opportunity and having other people in the community try to vet these projects to give you guys the best opportunities as opposed to trying to sling you some Cum Rocket, which is just ludicrous and absolutely stupid. So anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. This is vetter.ai. Again, token launch August 21st. Check it out. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.